Hi guys! Okay, I just wanted to show you a really quick and simple look that's really going to make you stand out at the festivals this year. We're going to be working in this area today and focusing on highlighting our collarbone area and just making ourselves sort of stand out, giving ourselves a bit of a chest piece. Okay, so the first product I'm going to be using is an In Your Dreams product, and it's a metallic tattoo. You get quite a few in here. I've used a few already. They're really simple and easy to put on. You just need to apply a little bit of water and dab away, and they should go straight on the skin. So I think the first one I'm going to play with is this one, which is actually just going to sit right here, and then we're going to extend out here. So you just need to peel the plastic layer off, and then this bit's really important, the actual placement of it, and do just play around with if you think it's symmetrical, because once it's on, it's on. I'd say that's probably centre. And I'm just going to take a face wipe because it's got a little bit of dampness to it, and you are just going to cover the tattoo, pressing gently until the tattoo looks like it's fully damp. The last thing you want is to take this off too early, because it's a really fragile tattoo. So if you peel away, it can break quite easily if it's not all on the skin yet. So start from the bottom and just take a quick look. That looks like it's going on the skin okay, and peel. Perfect. Right, now I am going to be playing with a couple more In Your Dreams products. My favourite brand, have to say. I work quite a lot with them, and they're just really nice, easy products to play around with, and you can use them in so many different ways. So these are some that I have collected over time. They're a mixture of Aztec, and I think we've got a goddess one in here. The great thing about them is you can also break them up and kind of turn them into a couple of different pieces. So you just apply them straight to the skin, and usually you would sort of apply them to the forehead area or around to the eye, but today we're going to be working on the collarbone. Sometimes it's a good idea to actually apply a little bit of eyelash glue underneath, just so it gives extra secureness, because sometimes they can come off easily if you're partying away. They can brush off, so you want to make sure they're really nice and secure. And to do this, I'm just going to be using Duo glue, which is just a latex based glue, and if you wear false eyelashes, you'll know how strong this can be, so this is great and perfect for what I need. So I'm just going to apply a bit on the back of my hand, and I thought I had some earbuds, but I don't, so I'm going to be using the back of my paintbrush. And you're just going to dab the glue whereabouts you want it. I'm going to try and go in the natural line of my collarbone, so kind of stretch out a little. We'll start off with 3 and we'll see how we go. So the centre one, I'm going to be using half of the goddess jewel. This is not the easiest to do when you're trying to look down here, but also looking in a mirror and filming at the same time. And then I'm just going to apply some Aztecs, and I kind of want these coming out like a sunburst kind of reaction. That's the look I am going for today. You kind of want to enhance this area so you don't have to wear so much jewellery to a festival, and it's just a new way of wearing jewellery, I guess. So apply these quite quickly, maybe a little bit quicker than I'm doing, because the glue dries pretty quick. Another one here, making sure you try and stay as symmetrical as possible. You can play around with the ends a little bit, but once they're stuck, it's just the main centre bit which is going to hold it in place. Now obviously I've played around with these a few times before, so they've lost their stickiness over time a little, but the first few times you use them they're really sticky, so hence why I am now using some extra glue. But I would always suggest using some extra glue anyway, just because you want them to stay on as long as possible throughout the day. So I'm liking the way that looks, but I think I just want an extra 2 just to extend it a little bit more. One dot there, another one there. And the great thing about these is you can kind of build up and build up as much as you want until you're happy with your look. Stick that one down there, perfect. And when I go into this, I don't really have a specific design in mind. I kind of let the jewels kind of own themselves, and I run with what I'm playing around with and looks good. You might see me throughout the video take a few bits off, put a few bits on. It's all just playing around and seeing what looks best and having fun with it, really. Okay, the next product I'm going to be using is, again, favourite brand, In Your Dreams. These are their rainbow clusters, and these are amazing. They are so versatile, and they just add that slightly bit of extra colour that you might want. But today, because we're going for a kind of gold and silver theme, I'm just going to stick with the yellow and oranges. So again, a little bit of extra glue. I'm going to work with, see, this is where it takes me a little bit of time to work out where I want to go with this. I'm going to put one there and one there. I personally like to always stay symmetrical. It's just a bit of a thing, and I'm very picky about it, but have a play around. Sometimes it's nice just to do the odd one, but also if you're going to do like a cluster, always do 3 rather than a pair, just because it balances out nicely. But if you're going to do symmetrical, then always make sure you do the same mirrored on the other side. Just gonna pull that down a little bit there. So that's pretty good. And I'm just going to work on this tattoo a little bit more and kind of extend it. So I'm going to add an extra line here using, this time using the Goddess, no, to light the Empress. Again, another In Your Dreams product. If you have a little look on their website, they've got some great little gems on there. I believe their new stuff's coming out in March, so get prepared for the summer. Honestly, they've got some beautiful products coming up. I think that works really nicely. So we're just going to play around with these rainbow gems a little bit more. I want to kind of extend this bit out a little. Use this as kind of your centerpiece to play off, because it's a great design and it's a great base to work around. I've used these ones so many times. They are just great. They're really easy to use. They're tiny and they're just sort of a bit different. Okay, so this is kind of what it's looking like at the moment. So what I want to do now is just kind of line the inside of here. I'm going to add a couple of extra dots coming down using an eyeliner. Now this is just a Barry M one. And we're just going to follow the natural line of the Aztec dots. Now excuse my concentration face here. As I said, always do 3 or an odd number when it comes to dotting. It just looks a little bit more balanced. I'll show you what 2's looking like. 1, 2. Oh, it's not ideal when the eyeliner dries out a little. It's coming to the end of its days. See, the 2 just doesn't quite give it the impact that I want. So the last dot. And we're just extending this and making it into a real kind of chest piece. Final one. 1, 2, 3. There, we're just going to play around with a few more dots. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. On top of this, I'm just going to use some white eyeliner. Now, this is just an eyeliner that I got off eBay. It's a great little white dotter. Everybody needs a white dotter in their life. It is really, really versatile and just adds an extra bit of colour. Now, up here, this is where I'm playing a little. Just going to extend this collarbone. And we're going in between these Aztec bindis. Now these eyeliners are great because you get perfect little dots, roughly the same size each time, so really symmetrical. 1, 2, 3. Just gonna play around with the dots. Don't limit yourself. 1, 2. Now we're really kind of mimicking the colours of the bindis. So you've got your black and you've got the silver gems in the middle. So the black dots and the white eyeliner dots. And I'm just going to take this a little bit lower. Perfect. Finally, to finish the look, glitter. This is an absolute must. Every look is finished by glitter. So I like to work with a slightly chunkier glitter. This is it in here. I don't know if you can see it that well. And this is kind of an iridescent one. Because we've got the dark stones and the dark dots, we don't really want to overpower it with another kind of dark glitter. The only thing I might do is add a tiny little bit of gold just over the top to seal it. To add this, we use Vaseline. Vaseline helps glitter stay on really, really well. It just acts as kind of a greasy layer that the glitter sticks to nicely. So, get some Vaseline on your brush. You don't want loads because you don't want to be coated in glitter. And then I'm just going to follow the natural top of the line here run it across the top of our collarbone. Same on this side. Now, it doesn't have to be neat, because as we all know, glitter goes everywhere, but it'll kind of stick to this line as much as we put on it. So I'm going to start off with this, and then if I feel like I need any more, I will add. Always start in one section and then add if you feel you need to. Tap. And we're just going to run the glitter over the top like this, just dragging it across the skin. See how that catches the light? Same on this side here. Just really catching the nice angle that our body naturally gives us. Drag it out as much as you want to. It depends what your collarbone shape is like, but mine's quite angular, so I kind of use it as a template. Now on top of that, as I said, I'm just going to add a little bit of gold just to finish it off, just to highlight it a little bit more. Oh, glitter goes everywhere. And I'm just going to stay closer to the Aztec jewels, because that's kind of where the gold's coming up from. Same here. Drag, drag, drag. There will still be lots of Vaseline underneath for this to stick to, so don't worry about putting too much more on. Like that. Now, the only last thing I think I might do is take this extra bit a little bit higher. Do I need to? Perfect. And that is your finished collarbone look. Really simple, really easy. I mean, obviously play around with a few different metallic tattoos. Sometimes it's just easier just to do one strip down the center and then just take extra glitter across your collarbones. Glitter on the collarbones this season is going to be massive. Just really highlight all areas with glitter. Even if you want to drag some across your cheeks just to finish the look a little bit more, go for it. Sometimes it's nice to do it on the edge of your shoulder and just bring it down across your arm. Sometimes even draw towards the cleavage, but it's up to you. Hopefully you have enjoyed one of my first videos, and there will be many more to come. And check out the pictures online and my Instagram, Kimberley-Anne Create, for more updates. Thanks, bye.